when I look at my courses that I purchased the last year, I'm thinking I'm well over 20 perhaps. But it's not the courses. It's just pick a course, your course, for example, and stick with it, learn it, implement, and.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks so much, Kim, for being here. And everybody who's watching, I want to introduce you to Kim here, who has just done incredible things with his marketing business. And he's used the Messenger Bots for Entrepreneurs course to help him get some of those results. But he's also a very hard worker, very driven. And Kim, I'm excited to have you here. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm excited too. Thanks, man. And hello, everybody.
Awesome. So I don't want this to be like super long. It doesn't need to be anything super fancy, but kind of just want to understand a little bit about you. I know that you live in Belgium, but just share a little bit about your background, whatever you feel like sharing.
Well, yeah, I've been a self-employed electrician for 15 years, and I was struggling with my health a little bit, and I was looking to do something else.
So tell us a little bit about, I guess I'm curious, what were you doing? I know that you and I kind of first started talking and like we kind of met maybe 6 or 8 months ago, something like that?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's been a
Okay,
while.
so how long were you working on your marketing business before that?
I started doing some online work with a Shopify store around July last year.
Okay.
Didn't go too well. So I was looking to do something else. And then I started with Dan Henry's course in December last year.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's been now almost a year.
Okay, cool. And so when you stopped doing Shopify and then you made the decision to do something else, like did you start doing was it Facebook ads that you were mainly offering, or was it a bunch of different stuff, or?
It was initially Facebook ads. Well, with that Curious Student script that I launched on my Facebook post, around 8 companies reached out to me. And
dang, okay.
Yeah, that was quite a success.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really fast results, gosh.
Well, knowing that I've been self-employed for 15 years, I have a lot of business owners as a friend.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Facebook. So one of those guys was actually the CEO of our National Federation for Electricians, business owners. And he reached out to me initially for telling me that he knows some companies that could use my help. Mm-hmm. And one thing came to another, and they asked me to do their marketing. So
I think you told me about that like a couple months ago. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Well,
cool.
that's something that's been going on for over a year right now. So they started communicating with me in December last year, and yeah, it's almost December now this year. So that's a full year.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Sweet. So tell me more then about I know that you landed, well, probably it sounds like several big deals, but I know you also were telling me about a specific pretty big, cool deal. Do you mind sharing a little bit about that or those?
Yeah, that's actually my biggest deal. That's the one I was talking about right now.
Okay.
See, it's not only this company, but they hold around 1,600 companies, and they asked me to do the marketing for them, but also add my services to their portfolio, so I can offer these services to their clients.
Oh, nice.
So that's immediately 1,600 companies that that I can do.
Dang, I didn't realize that. That's super cool.
I have to do live events, etc. It's quite a lot. It's,
yeah,
exciting.
I bet. Well, that's exciting though. I mean, now you just have this big network of people who that company is already vouching for you. So that's super cool.
Yeah.
Do you mind sharing a little bit about the numbers and stuff? Or are you not allowed to say?
Yeah, I don't know if I can talk about this,
okay.
but it's a pretty big number. It's I don't know.
Let's say you're very comfortable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So the initial payment was around 12K, and then we have a pretty high monthly retainer. On top of that, I am also working with with a few big solar contractors.
Okay, nice. Solar industry is hot too.
Yeah.
As I'm sure you know. That's awesome, man. Gosh,
Yeah.
I'm stoked for you.
My mistake was to buy the course and do nothing with it. But if you really focus on what you say and just implement exactly what you teach, then I think you can become quite successful. If you just keep hustling.
Oh, thanks, man.
Don't
Yeah, I mean, it
don't
sounds
don't
like,
get sidetracked. That's it. Just focus on one thing.
yeah, I think that's what a lot of people struggle with. It's, and like, I'm not immune to that either. Like, that still happens to me too, especially being an entrepreneur and in the entrepreneurship world. There's always new things, and like,
Yeah.
yeah, you have to keep your skills like updated and fresh, but you also like, you can't, like, you got to keep your eyes on the prize and your eyes on the target. So it's kind of like a hard balance, right?
Yeah, exactly, exactly. There's so
Uh,
much opportunity out there, but I was struggling a lot with shiny object syndrome. So I think most of us have that. Um, but yeah, just focus. There's nothing
yeah,
else I can say. Yeah.
totally. So I know that you showed me yesterday too. Can you walk me through a little bit, maybe about some of the things that you're like, what you're offering to clients? Like, I know you did like a bot landing page, right? Is that kind of something that you usually do, and then it goes into a bot?
Well, what I do, I send out a cold email with a video. And
Okay.
from underneath that video, I say, here is a quick demo. I can show you what a chatbot can do for your business.
Hmm.
So they come in the chatbot and actually the chatbot sells itself.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
basically how I reach out to new leads.
Nice. Yeah, I think that's one of the coolest things, and that's kind of how I got started with it too, with
Yeah, that's the
chatbots. Is
easiest
like,
way.
literally the chatbot can sell people on chatbots,
Exactly.
because like they go through it and they're like, oh my god, this is so cool, and like they see it in real time and they're able to interact with it, and they're like, I need this.
I just hate cold calling. And once I send people through the bot, at the end, they can schedule a call with me and they're already sold at that point. So
Yeah,
yeah,
so perfect.
perfect.
That's awesome, man. Well,
Yeah.
I'm so stoked for you, and I'm just like so happy that you've really like risen up and completely changed your life in a pretty short amount of time.
Yeah, it was pretty fast, pretty
Yeah.
fast. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Well, final like parting words. Do you have any words of advice or something that you might say to someone who's like on the fence about getting started or anything like that? If they're like not sure.
Don't get distracted. When I look at my courses that I purchased the last year, I'm thinking I'm well over 20 perhaps. But it's not the courses. It's just pick a course, your course, for example, and stick with it, learn it, implement, and don't get hung up on the details and go out there, do your stuff, and don't get hung up on learning. You just have to implement the things that you've been taught and go out in the market and get out there.
Mhm.
It's That's basically it. I've been struggling so long. You're just sitting behind my computer and learning and watching videos and don't actually implement, don't send emails, because I like learning. I have a very creative mind, but I find everything interesting. But it's prospecting and getting clients is the number one thing that you need to do.
Mhm.
And just go out there, implement the things you learn.
Awesome. Yeah, well, I appreciate it, Kim. Like, that it's been great hearing your story, and it's been great hearing like all your accomplishments. And I'm really excited to share this with the community, and just share this with other people who are excited to change their lives as well, just like you did. So
Yeah, no
really
problem.
appreciate you being here and appreciate you sharing your story. And for everybody watching, this has been Nico Moreno, and this was Kim here. And for anyone who's interested in starting their online business and starting their chatbot business, I will leave some links to a webinar that you can check out. And also, if you want to check out my course, there will be links to that in the description. So thanks so much, guys. And it's been Nico Moreno here and Kim. And
Yep.
have a great day. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.